wanna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance.
Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. Also, welcome if you guys are new here. I'm sure you guys saw in the description, this is going to be some major cleaning, decluttering, organizing, as well as our moving update. That's why a lot of this decluttering is going on. Bobby and I were both just going to start by going through all of our clothes and declutter as much as possible, because we know the less we have to move cross country, the better. And we took a day for this. So this is a separate day from all the cleaning and stuff, just because we really wanted to thoroughly go through this stuff as much as possible. But I will be talking more about our moving updates. I haven't been talking a ton about it just because trying to keep everything moving as smoothly as possible, and not putting out information too soon to you guys. But a lot of you guys have been asking, a lot of you guys have been guessing, and I definitely want to fill you in some more on where we're at with moving. So Bobby definitely had a lot more clothes to declutter than I did, partially because I don't have a specific summer-winter wardrobe. A lot of my clothes I like to put on sweaters and shawls, and it's very mix-matchy. Plus, I go through my clothes on a regular basis. I keep it fairly simple, and if it's not a yes, I just get rid of it. So I've gotten pretty good at that. But Bobby going through his, he definitely made a huge dent in it. A lot of the stuff was just sweaters that we knew we wouldn't need in Florida. We know it gets cold down there. I've had a lot of people be like, don't get rid of all your cold weather clothes. But we have a lot of like sub-zero clothing that we know we don't need down there. We'll still need our sweaters and sweatshirts and stuff like that. But I definitely don't think we're going to need some of our sub-zero clothing. But here we are the next day, and I wanted to get to deep cleaning the bedroom. As you can see, I always have my little helper around. She was around for a lot of this because I knew it'd be pretty much an all-day project. So I started before she went down for a nap, and then obviously finished while she was napping.
Look into my eyes, it's gonna be right. Tomorrow's gonna be okay. One moment, one shot. That's all we got. One moment, one shot.
So if you guys follow me on Instagram, a couple weeks back, I posted a reel of just pictures of the house. And I swear, you guys are some of the best detectives out there. Like, if anyone needs to find something or get information, they just need to ask you guys, because you guys catch on to things so quickly. And I had so many of you asking if they were listing photos, that they looked like we listed our house. And you were 100% correct. The photos I shared were listing photos. Part of the reason I didn't want to share when we listed our house is we had a lot of stipulations to selling our house. Our realtor is actually my sister, and we originally were not planning on listing the house this soon just because we can't move until the middle of June because I don't want to move mid-school year. But she highly, highly, highly recommend putting the house on the market with a contingency that we would have post-closing occupancy until middle of June. So we did do that.
So many lights with us tonight, night. Don't.
If you guys have never seen this little trick, I love cleaning my ceiling fans like this. I just take the pillow cover from the bed that I'm already stripping and going to be washing and wipe down the blades. It's really nice because it catches all the dust, so it's not falling onto the bed as you're dealing with it. So I really wanted to get in there and dust it really well. This ceiling fan always gets really, really dirty just because the dogs sleep in here, so our room is always extra dusty and everything, no matter how much I try and stay on top of it. So I just want to get in here and give it a really, really good cleaning, not only just with the pillow cover, but also get in there with a microfiber cloth and the all-purpose spray. But I started these curtains right away, and the reason I did that is I wanted to be able to put them back up fairly quickly. I had mentioned a couple of videos back that I don't dry my curtains all the way. I only let them dry for a couple minutes and then hang them. However, I had a couple of you guys comment saying how you don't dry them at all. You wash them and then you hang them up. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try that. It's fairly similar to what I did, but what caught my eye is you guys said it makes the space smell amazing, and you guys are so right. Washing the curtains and then letting them hang dry in the bedroom, one, didn't have to deal with any of the wrinkles, but two, it just did give that really fresh smell, especially since I do like using fabric softener on my curtains and things like that because it does smell so good. And as you guys know, I love things that smell good and smell clean and all those different things. So for the people that left that advice, thank you so much. One, it was a lot faster only having to wait for a washing cycle, but also it really did make the room smell amazing.
That's how we play. I am here with my friends and we're dancing. We can feel all the obstacles go away. That's how we play. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can never go back this road. We can never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move with your body? We can never go back this road. We can never go back that way. I see you standing in the corner like it's okay. Don't you know that you move with your body? Don't you know that you move all night long? The dance goes on. I am.
All right, so going back to listing. So the house was listed a couple weeks ago. I can't even remember. I think it's been 3 weeks, something like that. And we only had it listed for the weekend. We made it where we had showings Friday, Saturday, and an open house Sunday. And we told everyone that we were going to be going through offers Sunday evening. Okay, I did have to share this. So I shared this because every time I put the this little vacuum down, Freya kept turning it on and doing it herself, and she thought it was so much fun. And I just thought it was adorable. Also, don't mind the scuff on her forehead. That is from us playing outside the other day, and she's normally really good at going down the stairs butt first on her belly, but she kept seeing her brothers going off the front porch face first, and yep, that was her way of going face first.
With your body. With your body.
So I'm washing the walls just with Tide and Fabuloso. I'm going through and dusting it first and then washing it. But I got distracted by Cute Baby about us listing. So we listed, like I said, on a Friday. Had showings Friday, Saturday, open house Sunday, plus a few private showings on Sunday. And went over offers on Sunday evening. We did, like I said, have a contingency in there that we would have post-closing occupancy till middle of June. And we were lucky enough to have multiple offers to go over, and we were able to sell the house. And I have more about that offer in a little bit, but we were very happy. And even the couple, we actually got to meet the couple who's buying the house, and it just makes my heart happy, who's actually doing it.
Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let it go. A gentle breeze, the night's got a fever, to the moon and back, playing loud in the speakers. You and me, can I marry you right away? Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay.
So I have been slowly washing all the screens in the house. This is such a project when you wash the screens, but I have to say, one, the screens being clean make me really, really happy, but also being able to actually get in these windowsills and really clean them out, because usually you can't, well, you can, you just have to remove the screens, but usually you don't get the complete windowsill cleaned because of those screens. So I've been enjoying going in here and getting them completely cleaned up.
Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night. Oh, don't wanna wait all my life. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain.
So back to the couple buying our house. So the biggest reason we ended up going with their offer, I did tell my sister I didn't want to read any letters that came with offers, because there were certain things that I knew would affect my decision emotionally if they put it in a letter. And I knew we had to make the best decision for our family. So we didn't read any of the letters. We purely looked at the offers and what made the most sense for us. But the couple that ended up getting the accepted offer was someone that left a letter. And after reading it, we found out that they have a little girl who's just a couple months old. And one of the things they loved about the house was Freya's nursery and the mural on the wall. And if you guys have been with my channel for a while, you know that mural means a lot to me. My brother and I worked on it. I hand painted it. So it's one of those things that it's one of the reasons I'm glad I didn't read letters, because that would have been something that really touched me. But after picking their offer and being able to read that there's going to be another little girl in the nursery and we'll be able to enjoy that mural, it really makes me so, so happy.
Making me feel alright. I don't even really know your name, but I'm still high on the love and making me feel alright. Yeah, I'm still high on the love and making me feel alright. I don't even really know your name, but I'm still high on the love and making me feel alright. Heavy like a feather. You mend my heart right here, right now.
The other thing is a lot of you guys have been commenting about how we need to sell and donate as much as possible before moving, which we have been doing a lot of. But what we were not expecting is to sell our house fully furnished and fully decorated. But the couple ended up loving the house enough, and that's actually the reason we got to meet them, is after we accepted their offer. And one of the reasons we accepted their offer is they were very much interested in some of the furniture in the house. But they ended up coming over, and we agreed to a separate price from the sale of the house, where they're going to buy pretty much all furniture and decor, other than a minor few things, plus obviously personal items will come with us. That they are buying the house fully furnished, which is kind of awesome because we don't have to move it then. And it also means I get to start over. Like, I get to completely take the money from the sale of the house plus the sale of the furniture and start all over in our new house, which is kind of scary, but also exciting. You guys know I love decorating. I love design. Furniture and everything is so exciting to me. But I found it really funny because one of the big things they fell in love with was our bedroom and our bedroom furniture. And you guys know I literally just redid these dressers with the idea of this would be a really pretty color and design for the Florida house. And now they are staying with the house up here. But I am more than thrilled. I'm going to definitely be doing a ton more deep cleaning before we move, just because I want to make sure that when they move in, this house is as clean as possible. The furniture is as clean as possible. Everything is like in immaculate shape for them. On top of that, the husband is also in the National Guard. He doesn't know my husband. He's in a different unit as he, but I don't know. It's just everything seemed to fit so nicely, and I'm very like at peace and at calm with the idea of them living in this house and hopefully making some amazing memories with their family like we have.
This is it. Can we give it just one more try? Say believe in me. Looks like we're waiting here for a long time. Looks like we're waiting here for a long time. Looks like I've got to prove you wrong, 'cause it's a long shot. I'm in, I got a lot to prove. Looks like we're waiting here for a long time. Honey, give me a chance. You will see that I'm trying. Want you to know that I see you the same.
All right, I have to say, shampooing my carpets and rugs are one of my favorite things to do. And so ever since Freya was itty bitty and even in my tummy, I've always shampooed or vacuumed or whatever, even when she is sleeping. So that is one really nice thing. And if you are expecting littles, I highly recommend not to be quiet in your house when they sleep. It makes life so much easier because when she's napping, that's when I need to get most of my things done. So the idea that she's 2 bedrooms down and I can still shampoo my bedroom and she will not wake up like at all, is so nice. And I've done this with all the kids where I've never been the shh, be quiet, the baby's sleeping. I've always been like, nope, we go on with our life. And it's definitely made a huge difference.
Keep it tight, love me good through the night. I'll be safe and sound. Looks like we're waiting here for a long time. Looks like we're waiting here for a long time. Looks like I've got to prove you wrong, 'cause it's a
So I asked just the other day on Instagram if people prefer carpet lines from vacuuming or the carpet rake look. I personally love my carpet rake and the way it looks, just like fresh and fluffed and everything. But I was surprised to see how back and forth it was. So I'm very interested to hear if you guys like the look of the carpet rake or the vacuum lines.
What am I hearing? It feels like a heart attack. Someone help me catch my breath again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? Possible. How could we let love go? How could we move on? Move on. Why you wanna let me go? Nah, nah, now. Are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know. Nah, nah, now. 'Cause your love made me go blind. Why are you playing?
So some of the stuff we will be taking is our adjustable base, any personal items, our mattresses. There's not much. Linens in the house, we'll be taking the linens, all of the like anything that's behind cabinets in the kitchen, stuff like that. But yeah, for the most part, everything is being sold with the house as is. So it's going to be very, very important to me to make sure everything is in as good of shape when they move in as possible. So more and more cleaning to come with this, but I'm very excited about this whole process. We still have obviously a couple months in this house, but Bobby and I are planning in May to go down to Florida for a weekend to go house shopping, hopefully put an offer on a house. Don't know obviously which one or even where. Actually, I would love your guys' opinion. Anyone that lives in Florida, a couple of the places that have caught our eyes, obviously, like I said, my parents live in Daytona Beach, so anything over there, we've looked at Ormond and DeLand and stuff like that. But we've also considered Ocala and like the Lakeland area. So I would love your guys' opinions on those areas if you live in Florida, or maybe other really good areas to raise a family. We do want to stay within a decent amount of time of my parents, so we don't want to go too north or too south. That like middle of Florida is our preferred area to be. But if you're from Ocala or Lakeland or any of those places, I would love your opinions in the comments below, or if you know of like good school districts, any of that would be so helpful.
With you, there's no rules. Talking as sweet as fruit juice. Finding my spots like voodoo, yeah. Life's a masquerade, masquerade. With you, I'm only made, only made. What you do.
So a big reason I was taking everything out of the shower was, one, to clean it, but also we are trying to slowly pack stuff up, and this was actually filmed before doing my sister's kitchen. I asked you guys if you wanted to see this video or if you wanted to see her kitchen makeover, so I shared that one first, but this was before we listed the house. So I was doing a lot of thinking about how best the house would look to show, and one of those things was opening up that shower as much as possible. I do highly recommend, if you are selling, even in this market, and I know this market is so competitive and everything, but being able to declutter your house, clean it as good as possible. Think of like new construction show homes. Like, they're still beautifully designed and decorated, but they're not personalized, or the fanciest hotel room you've stayed in. Those are the type of things that I was thinking of. So the bed and everything to look really, really nice, but not have our wedding photo up or not have my husband's cars and little figurines and stuff on shelves above the desk. Anything like that that seemed too personal, we started taking down. And then, like I said, I just wanted to have it as clean as possible, and work on as much as I could get done. But getting these screens done make me feel so good. After this, all I have left is the kids' bedrooms. So I am almost done with all the screens in the house. But this is definitely a project. And I think it would be a lot easier if it was summertime, because I could just take them all outside and power wash them and scrub them down and let them dry in the sun. But obviously, living in Wisconsin, we are just now getting to have some nice weather. Like today when I'm doing this voiceover, it's mid to upper 60s. But come tomorrow and the rest of this week, and I think next week, it's only supposed to be in the 40s. So our weather is so like up and down all the time until usually about June.
Let's say I let you call me, baby. Let's say I let you hold my hand. Let's say I let you stay for coffee in the morning, 'cause you spent the night right next to me.
So the other day, story time, I actually showed up, if you guys watch Oakley on YouTuber Headlines, on one of her videos. A friend of mine messaged me saying I was on her video. And I have to be honest, I had such bad anxiety when I heard that. I had a massive headache and felt like I was going to puke until I watched the video. And even after the video, like I had myself so worked up because I don't love those channels. I definitely feel like right now with where we are at in the world, we need more positivity and less opinions. And I had such bad anxiety. Now, there was nothing bad said on there, and I am appreciative, but I am like someone that I get really bad anxiety. So just knowing that I was on her radar gave me like the heebie-jeebies. But I do watch her, and the reason I watch her is mainly to read the comments. I like watching stuff like that and being able to read the comments and kind of get an insight of what you guys as viewers may think, but I don't take it as personally because it's not on my channel. And I have to say, I appreciate so much the support in those comments because I don't ever want to come off controversial. Like, I'm truly on this platform because I wanted to be able to stay home and take care of my babies, but financially I still needed to bring in an income. So this was a great way for me to make money, stay home with my kids. But nowadays I love it even more because literally on a daily basis, and not everyone may realize this, but I get messages from you guys saying, I've been watching you for a year and you have no idea how much you've changed my life. Or I have such bad anxiety and I watched one of your videos and it just made me feel like I wasn't so alone and things like that. And that just really makes me happy because your guys' support is one of the reasons that I still do this, because it can be very stressful, and the anxiety that someone can put their opinion out there without even knowing you can be almost debilitating sometimes, which may sound so stupid, but you guys are amazing, and I appreciate all of you, everyone that was like in those comments that do watch it and were so sweet and kind. I do read those things, and I do appreciate every one of them, and I appreciate the messages I get from you guys on the daily, if it's saying how I've helped you in some way, or the messages giving me advice on something, because often I ask for your guys' advice because I've learned so much from you. So I want to just take this time and really thank you guys, because I don't feel like it's easy to get across how appreciative I am sometimes, and I like to just make sure you guys know that I am appreciative that I get to call this my job because of you. I get to stay home with my kids because of you, and I'll never take that for granted.
I'll be your light. Ooh, be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light. If it gets too dark, yeah, I can carry all that you've got. Two heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall, and it's not a lie that I die. I can hide what this is. Yeah, I keep drowning in those blue eyes, and you can tell me all of your lies. I will put out all of the fire if it gets too dark. I'll be your light. Be your light. I'll be your light.
So also, if you guys have any more questions, let me know in the comments below. I will try and do more of these like Q&As in my videos and answer your guys' questions if it's about the move or just anything. That's usually when I do questions and stuff, that's where I get it from, is people messaging or comments. And if I get a lot of the same type of comment, I try to address them in my videos, because I know if a handful of you guys are asking, there's probably a lot more people wondering. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and I will share more in future videos to help any of you guys out that I can. But I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. That always really helps out my channel. And if you're new here, I would love if you would subscribe. You can watch me clean and organize. I do some different videos, but my channel is mainly cleaning and organizing and decluttering and mom life. I swear, that's what we do as moms all the time. So I would love to have you guys join me on this crazy roller coaster of life, and join me as we move cross country. As scary as that is, we are so excited. We have wanted to move to Florida since Bobby and I got married almost 12 years ago. So the idea that we are finally in a place in our life that we are beyond happy and excited, and I would love for you guys to join us on our little adventure. But I will let you guys go, and I will see you next week. Bye.
I just don't know if I'll dance with the lights on. If you're gonna be moving on solo, wait a second, 'cause they're playing the best song. I'll be there if you reach out to me.